started to feel really, really ordinary actually, which is disconcerting. Like, all muddled in my head and my stomach feels bad, and I don't normally get travel sick or car sick, or you know, plane travel never bothers me, but apparently I just don't like long trips by train. My body is reacting violently against it. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some podcasts sitting up in the cloud in my Dropbox account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the browser and pull those podcasts down to the memory in the playbook here, and have a bit of a lay down and a listen. The fantastic thing about this is, because the browser is what Blackberry like to call a uncompromised browsing experience. It means everything that works in your browser on the laptop works in this. And the other nifty little thing is you can download stuff like that from the web onto the standard file system that the playbook features. So I can go to the downloads folder there, and there's the podcast I just downloaded, so I can load up one of those. It, you know, gives me the information about the file there. This is a third-party file system browser that I got from the marketplace, and so I can just open that. It automatically loads the appropriate program for the type of file you're opening, and away you go. It's a brilliant, smooth experience. So anyway, I'm going to lay down for an hour or two and see if I feel better.
Other things to do might include cleaning the caches. Before you do any cache cleaning for me.
Just went down to the buffet car and got myself a nice prime beef meat pie, which I expected to be awful because it's probably been sitting there in the warmer since we set out from Sydney, and but it was actually really delicious, very yummy. Some tomato sauce on there and everything, and oh, it's just delicious. I feel like 700% better now. I'm full of energy, and you know, can of Coke. And again, we come back to that uncompromised web browsing experience, as RIM like to call it. It means that, you know, if there's an app, say, like there's no TwitPic app at the moment, there's no native Twitter application for the playbook as I'm recording this. I mean, by the time this goes live, there may very well be, because, you know, Twitter's kind of a big deal in case you hadn't noticed. But you can use Twitter, the proper Twitter website on this. It works perfectly. And if you want to upload a picture to TwitPic, obviously you can't do that from the Twitter website itself, although it's going to change soon. But anyway, you can go to TwitPic. Let's see if I can load it here. Oh, I haven't got it saved, so let's type it in. twitpic.com, yeah. So we go upload a photo or video, and it gives me an error because I've lost signal. This is not going very smoothly here. This is an astonishingly poor decision to get on a train and try and do this. A train going through the country, no less, but we shall persevere. Well, looks like we're pulling into another station in the middle of nowhere, really. There's like, I don't know, 12 people who live in this part of the country. Who cares? Who knows? But I've just been typing up a little draft of a blog post to test out the keyboard, and it's actually really nice. I mean, because it's a 7-inch screen, you can't really sort of touch type on it, but in landscape mode you can sort of 4-finger type. If you've got it sitting on the table here, you know, 4-finger typing is fairly easy, or you can of course swing it around into portrait mode there, and you can thumb type, and you get a lot more room than you do thumb typing on sort of a mobile device. So that's actually a really pleasant experience. There goes the ding of email coming through on my iPhone, which means I've got signal again, which means, oh no, let's try and go back to that website, shall we? And there we go. We'll go Twitter upload. There we go. It's loading nice and normally there. And here we go. If we click on the browse button there, see, it brings up the regular my file system and all my pictures there. And so if we, I don't know, what are we going to upload? That goofy looking thing there. And we'll just type in something silly and quick for Twitter, and then we hit upload, and boom, it starts uploading exactly as it would on a regular desktop client, because it acts exactly like it would on a regular desktop client. So, and bam, it's done. Well, we're on the move again. We're moving away from the station, which means I could lose signal at any moment. And there we are. There's my Twitter post, and I just hit the link to the twit pic I just posted. And there we go, my goofy face. So, it's brilliant. Now, of course, that uncompromised web browsing experience includes Flash, so sites like YouTube work as they should. What am I clicking on here? I don't know. This probably won't work because I'm on a country mobile network here. But we'll give it a go. Come on. No. See, look, I lost signal again. But the Flash works exactly as it should. So if you go to any website, if you go to, say, my blog, for example, and you see one of the Flickr slideshows that I post there from time to time from some of my photography adventures, that's Flash-based, the way the Flickr embeddable slideshow works. It's all Flash, so if I'm looking at that at another fruit-themed device, it doesn't work. So I have to provide a link in my blog to go to the not regular Flickr site so you can see it all. But if you're browsing on this, you can watch the slideshow from within the browser, as it should be. So, that uncompromised browsing experience that BlackBerry sort of put on their bullet point list of things that are cool about the Playbook isn't just marketing blurb. It actually does make things really, really pleasant. But, we all know Flash can and does eat up memory, eat up battery, can slow things down if there's too much Flash on a page. Guess what? You've got full control to actually go into options and turn Flash off at any time you like and turn it back on at any time you want and you need it. So you've got absolute control over your browsing experience. I tell you, I'm really starting to like it. I really, really am starting to like this very much. And to be completely honest with you, I didn't expect to, because I've never been much of a BlackBerry person. BlackBerry have got that reputation of being for the business geek, the enterprise kind of handsets. But I have to admit, a few of my young and hip friends have got them as well, and I used to mock them down. Oh, BlackBerry, why don't you get a proper smartphone? But I think BlackBerry have really started to turn their ship around, and they've understood the new world of smartphones and tablet devices and stuff, because this works like things should work. And to be absolutely candid with you, I'm liking the operating system on this a lot more than my iPad. And I like my iPad fine, I use it all the time, but the experience of using it is just, it's really pleasant. Now, as I mentioned in the first video of this series, the cameras on this, front and back cameras, are both high def, 5 megapixel, 3 megapixel. Both sides can do high def video, 1080p video recording, and they're actually surprisingly good. They're not going to blow your head off and go, oh my god, that's gorgeous, spectacular, my eyeballs are melting, that picture is so awesome. But they're actually really decent, not spectacular, but decent, good enough for the type of things you're going to be doing with this thing anyway. Taking pictures of products for a blog post and stuff like that, or scenery when you're on a travel like this. And I've just been having a bit of a play around with it too, outside the speeding train window and inside the cabin here, and taking a bit of video and taking a few shots, and it's really nice. And I've been fooling around with a couple of picture editing applications I got off the App World Marketplace here, and just sort of screwing around a bit. But as far as cameras go in a tablet, these are the best ones in a tablet that I've ever come across. Again, once more, RIM have sort of impressed me and gotten serious about this thing, and haven't gone, well, throw in that 50 cents worth of camera just so we can say we've got a camera on the device. No, they went, you know what, let's put decent camera in. Let's put decent camera on both sides as well. Because that way we can embarrass the competition, and people can mock them mercilessly. And so, actually, you know what? Don't even take my word for it. Let's do a direct comparison right here, right now. This is the front-facing camera from the Playbook, and this is the front-facing camera from the Apple iPad 2. So, yeah. Not that great. Anyway, I'm getting a bit carried away. But yeah, pretty good cameras. The interactive experience on the Blackberry Playbook, I recommend it. Go into a store and find one and play around. Anyway, so I'm going to keep fooling around here. I might try some games and stuff next, and I'll see you back here for part 3 a little bit later.